But here's 3 things about sharing the good news and in the ministry. One is you have to know the good news. You can't share what you don't understand. You have to understand the scripture. You have to understand the fathers of spiritual leaders need to spend time with Jesus. You need to let Jesus shape you. If you're not in the Word, how are you going to be able to explain it to others? So if you've been around Agape City for a while, you know I'm either going to use a football reference, a running reference, or both. So here's your first running reference for the day, in case you're keeping score. If I knew absolutely nothing about running, would you come to me and ask me about running? No, because why would I? I'd be like, I don't know, you just put one foot in front of the other really fast and you just go. But you will always know that someone is a runner because they're going to tell you that they're a runner whether you want to know that or not. It's kind of like CrossFitters. Y'all the same way. If you ever wonder if somebody does CrossFit or if they run, just log on their social media. They'll tell you. Or just spend just a few moments with you. But we have conversations about running because you know that I understand running. And that's the way it is with Scripture. To be able to explain, you have to have some understanding of Scripture. So how do you do that? You get in this. To be able to share the good news, you've got to get in this and get into the Word. So you can't talk about it unless you know about it. Now, people who post things on social media, that's different. They just post stuff on social media they don't know about all the time, but it's just a thing. So don't worry about that. The next one is you have to know and be known by the people that you are sharing it with. Relationships matter. Evangelism is not just a drive-by shouting. It's face-to-face life sharing. We look at the ministry of Jesus. When we think about Jesus calling the disciples, oftentimes we look at the section of Scripture where Jesus goes and he sees the fishermen and he says, "Follow me." And we think, all right, well, Jesus just walked up and told these dudes, "Follow me." And they said, "Cool, let's go." But you have to back up in Scripture. And where he says, "Come and see." Jesus said, "Come and see," long before he said, "Follow me." Meaning that he spent time with these men. He got to know them. Even after he said, "Follow me," he still developed those relationships.